Welcome to the 2022 Wheelchair Comparison, brought to you by the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation and Gold Pictures. So here's an overview of what we've learned. Most of the power wheelchairs that we're covering are covered by Medicare, which is great for financing, but the trade-off is they limit the speed.
And Medicare won't reimburse a Group 4 chair. They'll only reimburse for a Group 3 chair. And one of the specifications is a maximum speed. The iBot could go a lot faster than 6 or 7 miles an hour, but we do govern it.
When me and my wife go to like a park or something like that, I don't want to have to be at full speed and I can't catch up to her. I'd rather be able to be right next to her.
Crossing the street, I feel like I want to believe that everyone's looking out for pedestrians, but I have had so many situations that I have been saved by just being able to zoom out.
The Bounder 300 is covered by Medicare, but that means that it's at the governed speed. Unless, I've heard from the grapevine, that you can add an upgrade.
If it's raining, you just want to get in faster, and with the extra speed, it'll help you get to your point without getting wet.
Speed is very important. Sometimes you need to go from one place to another for safety reasons. So why they limit the speed, we don't know.
If you do have a need for speed, the Omeo is the fastest, but it's not covered by Medicare. So your next choice is the Bounder 300, which is covered by Medicare, and you can self-pay for a speed package upgrade to 8.5 miles per hour.
We're in Zuma Beach, Malibu, California, and obviously you can see there's a lot of sand behind us. And in wheelchairs, man, it just gets really, really deep, really, really quick, and you get really, really stuck. So you can imagine what it's like, whether you're in a manual chair or a power chair, sand is the enemy.
No go.
Like, how am I gonna roll through the sand? It's almost impossible in a regular manual chair. Sometimes you have to get carried out. You know, if you have friends, they literally would pick me up in my whole chair and put me in my spot, but then I'd be stuck there.
Unless we have wheelchairs like the iBot, which can actually travel over sand like this, take you right down to the beach, and you can stroll right along the beach with a beautiful girl like this. Woohoo! Yeah.
When it comes to advanced technology and versatility, nothing can beat the iBot by Mobius Mobility. It can elevate, you can go over sand, you can go over snow, it can go upstairs, and it can go up large curbs. It's not covered by Medicare, and it can't currently recline. So if that's something you need, think about that.
This chair is called the Bounder, and I think it's a great name because I don't think there will be any boundaries that will stop you from doing what you want. It's a robust chair. If you want to go anywhere on any terrain, it's got shocks, it's got rear wheel drive. It's a chair for the adventurer.
It's small enough for everyday use, but it's also great for outdoor terrain.
In this particular chair, there's a number of different features like tilt and recline, something that I'm not used to having in my manual wheelchair, so it's nice. And also, if you want to get up a big curb, only power chairs with rear-wheel drive have the ability to have someone help you pop a wheelie so you can get up a curb, and this is one of them.
Next up is the Magic Mobility Extreme X8 by Sunrise Medical.
I couldn't believe that we just dominated the hill. Can't really turn around great in it, which would make it not ideal for small spaces.
If you want to go camping, to the beach, off-roading, this chair is for you. But it is a beast, so you got to think about how you're going to get it there.
It's really big. I don't know how you would fit it in a minivan. I don't know how you would live with it in your house. But I feel like all the off-roading that we tried, I was so impressed by what I was able to do in that chair.
Sometimes it's a really good feature for someone that uses a manual chair to have a power chair option so that you're not overusing your arms and your shoulders. The Omeo is like the little sister to the iBot, but it doesn't go upstairs and it's not for rehab use. If you have upper body control, the Omeo is great because you don't have to push, even though I'm a push girl.
I really like what I've done so far in it. You know, little trail work, definitely getting outside a lot.
It goes really fast over multiple terrains and about 31 miles on one charge.
It's fun.
Not every beach sand or extreme terrain is the same, so you still need to use common sense and caution when dealing with obstacles.
The CI2 by Will is really cool. It's good for someone that needs a power chair occasionally. It's not really for rehab uses.
Something I'm seeing now is a lot of manual wheelchair users switching to the Will power chair because it's cooler. I guess they call it the Tesla of wheelchairs now, and it's customizable with like different colors, and you could use your iPhone to control it while you're sitting, or if you're not sitting in it, you can tell it to come to your position and you can transfer in and out.
The CI2 has a lithium battery that can be easily replaced, or you can buy an extra one. If your power chair has a battery problem, that can be a really big deal. With the Bounder, you can stay in your chair while the battery is replaced. It slides out the back. You don't have to be without your wheelchair while it gets fixed.
The driving range is crucial because you don't want to get stuck after a long day. Lithium-ion batteries are more expensive than gels, but they can last up to 5 years compared to 1 or 2 of gel batteries, and lithium has a much longer driving range.
Next up is the Permobil F5 Corpus VS. You can stand up in it, which is great. The front wheel drive takes a little bit of getting used to. It has a really cool feature, which is an interior tilt, which allows you to reach forward for those things that are just out of reach. The M3 Corpus has a tilt, elevate, and recline, and that forward tilt, which is helpful. It's also a mid-wheel drive, so if you want a good turning radius, it's a perfect choice.
Being able to elevate is vital for many reasons, and although most insurances don't cover it, they should. Tilt and recline have extreme health benefits, and the addition of anterior tilt can be even more helpful in daily living. Once you have these features, you can't live without them.
Getting in and out of small spaces, sometimes bathroom doorways are really small and narrow, so it's good to have a smaller chair.
So the Quickie Q300 Mini I thought was really fun.
The great thing about the Q300 Mini is that it's a mid-wheel drive with a 17-inch turning radius, making it the smallest for the rehab chairs.
Really great turning radius. I see like it would be really great in small spaces for that reason.
A small turning radius is very important. Whether it's maneuvering inside your vehicle, a crowded elevator, or an older building with tight doorways, a small turning radius would be helpful.
The private insurance I had when I got the chair was not great, and it only covered 50% of durable medical equipment. So I had to pick. So I guess I had been spec'd for what would have been a more expensive chair back when I had a better health insurance plan. This was the chair that they had sort of like planned out for me, and I said okay and paid 50% of it. And now it's in a situation right now where it needs repairs that it will cost as much as I paid for the chair to do the repairs.
Knowing your warranty is a very important factor when choosing your chair. Does the manufacturer stand behind the product? And are the products built to last? This list is focused primarily on motors, since that's what's most likely to break first, and it is expensive to replace.
Insurance only pays for the most basic model chair. They think that you only need to get from A to B.
Most of the power chairs we are covering have a Medicare approval, but that limits their capabilities and warranties. Some chairs you can add self-pay items to get more performance.
Wheelchairs, manual or power, we need them to live our life.
The Wheelchair Comparison Web Series, brought to you by the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation and Gold Pictures.